greatest games I've ever played are actually on my top 10 list because they challenged me in surprising ways that I didn't anticipate. I adored Metal Gear Solid because every boss fight forced me to learn an entirely different technique to advance, from overcoming Cyborg Ninja's invisibility, evading Vulcan Raven's massive battle tank, or that third wall breaking Psycho Mantis fight that made me move my controller into a different port because he could read my controller in port 1. I fell in love with Ocarina of Time because every dungeon that Link encountered was unique and required my mastery of entirely new equipment to advance through it. Taken separately, these events could seem inconsistent, unpredictable, in the case of Metal Gear, downright strange sometimes. But within the context of the entire adventure, they made up an unforgettable experience that is yet to be replicated by the lather, rinse, repeat gameplay of many of the games that have followed them.
And the same is true of our answered prayers from the Lord. When seeking the Lord, we absolutely need to make sure that our requests are made in faith from a pure heart and a clear conscience.
But the Lord is not a vending machine. He is always the same, but his responses to us will often vary in their timing as well as their style. Not because he is inconsistent or unfair, but because we don't always fully understand what we're asking him for.
Here's our encouragement for you today. If you are seeking the Lord in faith for an answer to your prayers, don't give up simply because it hasn't happened yet.
Many of my deepest prayers were not answered for decades. Some still haven't come to pass. And during that time, I've observed countless individuals receive the exact answers from God that I was seeking. While their cup was running over, mine was still empty and barren. Like Hannah, I would reach out to the Lord in desperation, without receiving so much as, "We're experiencing an unusually high call volume at this time" response. Nothing like that. Like Sarah and Elizabeth, I felt myself growing older and reaching a point in which many of these prayers no longer seem possible. If I'm being honest, there's plenty of times I simply wanted to give up. But he who is the same yesterday, today, and forever remains unchanging in his ability and desire to give good gifts to his children at the perfect time. Well, it will be the greatest benefit to all his children. Is he predictable? No, he's not.
No.
He is more than that. He is the predictably unpredictable sovereign God who remains 100% true to his character while answering every one of our prayers in a manner that's uniquely crafted and timed for the child he's responding to.
And when he delays, it is in these times that he's doing a new thing, far beyond what we could ever think or ask him for.